Thank you, Judge McCarthy, and good afternoon. The first is a combat infantry badge, and this was worn by my uncle, an Army rifleman in World War II. Next are gold flight wings, worn by my father, a naval aviator in World War II. Next are dog tags, worn by me, United States Marine Corps combat engineer during the Vietnam era. And jump wings, worn by my son, an Army soldier in the Iraq and Afghanistan campaigns. We all know that serving one's country can come as a price, which is a major reason why we are all here today, and which brings me to the military memento that is most relevant for today's ceremony. This is a military card that belonged to my uncle, and besides giving his name and rank and branch of service, it says date of claim January 18, 1952. Now, my uncle was not physically wounded during World War II, so my mother, his sister, and I believe that this could very well represent another type of a disability claim. And here's why we believe that. My uncle was drafted into the Army about a year before we entered World War. As a rifleman in the Americal Division, he fought in the campaigns of Guadalcanal, Bougainville, and the liberation of the Philippines. That is all a matter of public record. What I'm about to tell you now is not of public record. But last night, I received permission from my 92-year-old mother, his sister, to tell you. Here's his story. My uncle had a lot of unpleasant memories about combat, and my mother did not know about any of them until 30 years later, when she happened to overhear him telling me as I was about to enter the Marine Corps. All she had known for years after the war is that her brother would often stay out all night, drinking. He would then drive home from the bars at sunrise, and he would then try to work on the family farm. Now, to our knowledge, my uncle was never arrested, and we don't know if that's because of sympathetic sheriffs and friendly policemen, or whether my uncle simply knew where to draw the line to avoid criminal behavior. But after talking with one of his younger cousins who went with him on some of these drinking trips one summer, I'm confident that my uncle often drove under the influence of alcohol. And who knows, if drugs had been available in those days, it is possible that he would have tried them too. Doing what he could do to forget and to cope. And I doubt that any judges would have considered the possibility that his military service contributed to his criminal behavior. Now, this has been a long, private, somewhat painful story to relate to you. But it brings me to today's public and very happy ceremony, because I am so pleased that I'm here to watch the beginning of the first ever Veterans Treatment Court in Kansas, established here in Johnson County. This court offers alternatives to incarceration, offering eligible veterans treatment and court supervision. And as Judge McCarthy had said repeatedly, it represents an opportunity to help veterans who may be suffering as a result of their service to our country. I wanted to thank Judge McCarthy and Judge Ryan for your vision and your persistence. And I want to thank you, Chief Judge Moriarty, for your strong support. And my thanks to District Attorney Howell for your office's willingness to participate in this program, and thanks to the team members throughout this courtroom who have volunteered for this task. Finally, I want to thank the veterans who have the courage to try to break their cycle and get in this program. To those veterans, if you were tough enough to graduate from boot camp or basic training, then you're tough enough to graduate from this program. Good luck to you all. My uncle would be very pleased. Thank you.